Hey everyone, my name's Mia, and I'm here to talk about a quick NFL trade that's happened. This is a massive, massive trade with several repercussions, so I wanted to go ahead and get into that. So the Chicago Bears have just traded the number one overall pick to the Carolina Panthers for this year. So this is likely going to be used by the Panthers to draft a quarterback. We'll get into that a little later. This trade was for pick number 961, wide receiver DJ Moore, who is a borderline superstar receiver, a first round pick in 2024, and a second round pick in 2025. This is this is pretty insane. This is a really big deal for the Bears, especially knowing that in that division, right? You have the Vikings, who they're a good regular season team, so that's someone that they have to watch out for. The Lions, who are on the rise, and the Packers, who, if they trade Rodgers, may be in free fall mode. The Bears have to keep up with the Lions and the Vikings realistically. So getting rid of the number one overall pick, knowing that they think they have their quarterback in Justin Fields, who set a lot of rookie rushing records for the Bears last year, big deal. Um, Basically, getting that much compensation ensures that as long as the picks aren't wasted and as long as DJ Moore doesn't suddenly, tank off the face of the earth, the Bears are going to be a team to watch in the next few years because of all the extra compensation they get. Meanwhile, Carolina, this is a really big sign that the Panthers probably are going to go for a quarterback at number one. Uh, the current thought process I have is they could be going for a number of players. It could be CJ Stroud of Ohio State, could be Bryce Young of Alabama, could be Anthony Richardson of Florida, it could be Will Levis of Kentucky. Realistically speaking, Young or Stroud should probably be the number one overall pick. But it sounds like at the combine, Bryce Young didn't do enough to prove himself as the number one player. So that kind of puts all signs pointing at Stroud, which is interesting. Um, if it's Richardson or Levis, it's probably not someone that you should probably go after. Those two are more intangible based quarterbacks. If I'm Carolina, I'm going after Stroud all the way, knowing that his confidence is really, really high. But it is something that, you never really know with the Panthers. And if they trade up to go get Richardson in particular, I worry about Richardson because he's specifically a very Jamarcus Russell like prospect in that he's got all these physical tools, but not as much production. So it's something that I kind of worry about. You can have a big arm, you can have great athleticism, but that's not necessarily going to make you a good quarterback in the NFL. So it's definitely something that warrants watching. Um, but the Panthers have put themselves at this point in a spot to take the best quarterback on their board. So, provided that pans out, that could be a really huge thing for the Panthers for the next 20 years. Still, it's a lot of compensation. It is giving up a lot of resources. So, are the Panthers trying to tank? Is that what they're doing here? That wouldn't make any sense. Trading DJ Moore is just such a wild idea here. Maybe the Panthers have a plan on the board. I mean, who knows realistically what they're thinking as far as that goes. They might just be in let's go get number one quarterback and hope for the best. But I can tell you right now, as a someone who was a Packers fan for the first 25 years of my life, that is troublesome to say the least for Packers fans. Um, to see the number one pick traded from Chicago and for Chicago to get that many resources, this could be the key to unlocking Justin Fields' potential. And if you're in the NFC North, if you're a fan of that division, whether it's Lions, Vikings, Packers, you should be scared. And if you're a Bears fan, you should be celebrating. You should be doing the worm. You should be like partying because this is huge for you. This is potentially division altering. And it really makes you wonder how 2023 is going to go. As long as Fields progresses, though, the sky is the limit for the 2023 Chicago Bears. That's all I have today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, And feel free to like and subscribe.